Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Zero from TechDragon.info, and today we have Tanktastic 8 here in the... What the fudge? It's a mutant! Kill it! Kill it with fire! This thing is an M6 with the oversized head and way too much armor. This thing is insanely armored. I have issues killing these damn things, and I don't know off the top of my head where the weak spots are in this thing. I think frontally it doesn't really have that many weak spots. I mean, there's the hatch, which is pretty damn small, and I don't think this driver's area here is a weak spot. Like that, nope. That thing, nope. It's hard to show you. So apparently he has a whole slew of magical tanks. Now let me actually fix some of the settings here because I always forget. Now I don't... Oh, colorblind mode is already active. I'm not sure if it's gonna work. I've been having some issues with the older replays and colorblind mode. Oh, okay. You got this thing when you were playing the... Alpha? Wow. Holy shit. 316 damage on the move into the face of a T-71. Well then, great start of the game here. But this tank is... Oh, that one didn't pen. And we got penned by the T-71, which is interesting. Where did he pin us? Through the gun mantlet. Okay then. He is probably shooting premium rounds, because I doubt you'll be able to go through... Okay, you don't need to aim with this thing, you just drive. And sorry about the enemy team being red. As you can see on the minimap, they are perfectly purple, but... And we put another shot on. This thing gets a pretty nasty gun. Oh, and he's just firing premium rounds. I just noticed that. 320 damage, 245 pen. What's the normal round? 220 damage, 198 pen. Well, it's not bad. Especially for being top tier. So this thing is a tier 8. Okay. 200 pen at tier 8. It's not terrible. So, I don't know, is shooting premium with this thing really necessary? I think this thing can do pretty well without shooting premium. I mean, 200 pen, it's definitely not a whole lot, but... Now, normally I wouldn't really be a fan of showing replays where people just shoot gold. But since this is such a rare tank, I want to show you guys this thing because I don't know if you've ever even seen one. I mean, I have on the live servers, and they always give me a shit ton of trouble because they're such a pain in the ass to pin. And between this and the after battle stats, I'll take a look at where you actually shoot the thing. But yeah, these things are armored as hell. So that's why I want to show you guys, just to give you an idea of what this thing's actually capable of. And apparently, aiming is just not necessary on this thing. Now, if you're wondering what this thing is called, the official name is the M6A4, M6A2E1, there we go. But most people know this thing by his other name, the Mutant. And you can see why. It's just a Frankenstein machine. Put one into the lower plate of the IS-6, bounces return shell. If you think about it, an IS-6, 175 pen. Did we just do 200 damage to him? Wow. And we bounce his return shell. And this thing is actually high up enough. Go grab... Oh! Ow! That hurt. Put another one into the hatch of the KV-5. And we get our tracks blown off, and... Darn. Well... We tried. Okay, mutant down. Mayday, mayday. It makes you wonder, though. Did he do enough here to help his team? Did a buttload of damage. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where his team was in this whole ordeal. Chaffee just casually driving around the RS3 here. Question is, can his team mop up? Well, they should be. Yeah, KV-5 getting circled by a Hellcat, and he's dead as well. Got shot up his ass. That just leaves a Comet, which has just been spotted. Over there, he's on your right. Ooh, Hellcat is definitely spotted. Not in a good position because there is artillery. Always be careful going down there. A little bit too much speed and you will crash your nose into the ground. So let's speed up the replay here real quick. See if anything interesting happens. I have no idea. Run over the hill. Kind of expected him to get shot by the Comet as he came over the hill there. Comet is... oh, T-3485M is down there. Ooh, we almost hit our friendly Comet there. Which is pretty low health. And we switch over to artillery. And in other news, our Tiger 2 has just dodged an arty shell. Good stuff. It says we have 2 people on cap. Now, I'm not the best at counting, but I'm pretty sure there's only 1 person on cap here. And only the Comet is alive and he's getting boxed in. Come on, switch over to the Rheinmetall. I want to see his death. Come on. Yay! Let's take a look at the stats. And here we are with the stats. Nothing really all that spectacular. What? How much money? What? Okay. Let's take a look at the team score here. Well, we did do 3.7k damage. This thing seems pretty damn nasty. It's armored as fudge. And apparently you can do some pretty gnarly damage with it as well. Even though we fired nothing but premium rounds, walked away with 50k profit with a premium account. Nothing but premium rounds. This thing makes a shit ton of money. Holy shit. Now imagine if you actually take some normal ammo with you and not just fire premium ammo. You would actually make buttloads of money on this thing. Wow. I think the shells on this thing must be pretty damn cheap, possibly? It's a normal shell? I don't know. I'm not quite sure why he's just firing premium, but even with premium, still making 50k is... yikes. So, fired 13, hit 12, penned 11, 3700 damage done. That's insane. Took 15 hits to the face, 5 unpenetrated, 10 did not, 2100 damage blocked by armor. Spotted 6 people, damaged 5, didn't destroy anyone, a little spotting damage, but yeah. That money and a decent amount of experience. So the mutant, this thing, I have no idea where you get it. I'm positive you cannot get this thing anymore. It was some sort of gift, I think, for maybe beta testers, alpha testers, or some special event like the PC2J where you have to get a physical item or something. I have no idea, but you don't see a lot of these things. I may have seen like 10 of them in total. They're very rare. And yeah, they are nasty. Let's take a quick brief look here at Tank Inspector and let's take a look at the armor profile of this thing. And here we are. Well, let's take a look at the armor profile and yep, no actual weak spots. Well, some. Interesting. Okay, so if you're facing this thing from the front, everything here is 200 plus millimeters. The lower plate, auto bounce. Or, yeah, that's the lower plate. Auto bounce. That's ridiculous. The turret is very layered, as you can see. Like an onion layer. But the rooftop is where you shoot this thing. It's like an IS-3. You just shoot it right up here into the roof of the turret. So not even a hatch, just a roof. Or into his upper armor here. So even at... let's see, if you fire a, let's say, 76mm gun, yeah, even then you can still, oh, you can't pen that, but you can actually pen the armor here. So anything on the top, if you have some sort of top-down view on this thing, shoot it there. Otherwise, oh man, this thing is so armored. It's ridiculous. Like, holy crap, and no actual weak spots. This is so ridiculous. Holy shitteroni. You're just gonna have to get around this thing. I mean, side and rear armor is garbage in his engine deck. So if you have a shot there, you know, put it in his engine deck. From the front, you need to have a big enough gun to actually overmatch. So if we were to go to a 85mm, still ricochet. Let's get a 90mm. Yep, there we go. 90 will still ricochet. Dang. Need a 100mm? Still a ricochet. Damn. So let's say 120. Nope. So we're just not going to overmatch it unless we go to 130. Damn, we need a 130mm gun to overmatch his armor. Yikes. Okay, so frontally this thing is, unless you have 200 plus pen, you're not gonna do much against this thing. You can try to shoot down into his armor here, as you can see. If you can hit any of these spots, even from the front, just nail it right in there. Or the turret ring, 191 into the turret ring, which is still less than this, but because this is all slopes. No, this thing is insanely armored, so the only option you have is the hatch, which is 110, or shoot into the top if you're slightly above this thing, but it's a really tall tank. Let's take a brief look here at, for instance, an IS-3. I'll show you guys the weak spot that I have been talking about from time to time. So if you take an IS-3, you can clearly see it. Really, phone? Really? I'm almost done recording. You have to call... Shush! There we go. So you can very clearly see this plate here is a weak spot. So if you look at it, even from the front at this kind of angle, let's take a smaller caliber gun here, let's say an 87mm, you can still pen this. So you don't even have to overmatch it. So right above the gun mantlet, that's where you shoot it. So recently we saw somebody shooting the hatch on this thing. While the hatch is very small and only 85mm, it's easier to shoot here. It's easier to hit. That, or if you're above him, you can shoot in here. But these are, if you're like above him, then you should just shoot his upper armor, and you tend to be fine as well. But yeah, that's the weak spot on the IS-3. I'll give you a quick normal view. So that plate, that's where you want to shoot. It's very poorly armored, so if you ever need to pen a IS-3 from the front, that's where you go. That's what I do with my Super Pershing as well. If I face off against these things, just pin them over here, over and over. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.